What's going on, guys? Hey, Grouch here, and welcome to my 10,000 subscriber video. So I asked you guys to leave me any questions you guys wanted answered for a Q&A, so I'm just going to go through some of them and answer them right now. Sorry this video took forever to upload. This is actually my second time recording it. The audio and the video got corrupted, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. And now my 4S doesn't work, so we're just going to be using my laptop. Did you ever think you'd get this far when you started YouTube? And if not, how far did you imagine getting? No, I definitely did not imagine ever hitting 10,000 subscribers. It still blows my mind. Back when I started, I told myself that I wanted to hit 1,000 subscribers just because that itself felt like an impossible goal. And I'm sure anyone that's ever started YouTube or you talk to that's tried YouTube will tell you the same thing. But I had this idea that if I was going to do this YouTube thing, I wanted to hit at least 10,000 subscribers as like the minimum farthest goal, if that makes sense. Because to me at that point, 10,000 subscribers shows that you've put in enough work to be considered like an upcoming YouTuber or starting YouTuber. Like, you're not at the top yet, but you know, you're well on your way and you've made a name for yourself, or at least you have the potential to make a name for yourself. Again, did I ever think I'd actually be able to do it? Hell no. But fuck it, here we are. How long have you been doing YouTube and watching anime? I started making YouTube videos back in late 2011, early 2012, and I used to play this game called RuneScape. That's what this channel was for. I used to make guides, tutorials, tips and tricks, stuff like that. I remember I used to play with this buddy of mine that I met online, and one day he just randomly came up to me and asked me to fight him in game because he wanted to record it and make a video out of it. So I was like, okay, whatever, let's do it. And we did, and then he uploaded it, and when I went to go watch it, I just thought it was the coolest thing to be able to see yourself in a YouTube video. So he showed me what recorders he used, and then I got all that, and that's pretty much how I got started. As for when I started watching anime, it was probably around that time too where I really started to get into you know, different types of anime. I actually knew what anime was now, so yeah, I guess if you're not counting Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Pokemon, probably around that time too. How long does it take to make a video, and do you have anyone help you research? Honestly, the time it takes to make a video really depends on the topic and whether or not I know enough about it. Before I make a video on a certain, say, anime, I like to make sure I watch the series at least, or know a bit about it. I don't like to just jump in and do a series that I've never read, never watched. And I do this because I want to make sure I make the video the best I can. I don't want to screw up any names. I don't want to miss something very important. Things like that. Even though, you know, I still screw up some names here and there, but you know, no one's perfect. I do all the research by myself. I did try having someone help me with the research and getting me some facts so I can pump out more videos, but at the same time, like, I would go back and fact check them, Jesus. And I like to do this because it helps me know that I'm giving out accurate information, because anything you can find online could just be someone posting anything. So I find the information, I try to make sure it's legit, and if it all checks out, I put it in. So in the end, no one helps me, because in the end, I would just end up doing most of the work anyways. Why did you choose the name Simply Grouch? Okay, so there's actually a story behind this one. So before I settled on doing facts and countdowns on this channel, I originally wanted to make a channel with some friends. The only problem was no one wanted to make a channel with me. And I had this problem for like a few weeks to a few months, that I wanted to do this channel, or I wanted to start this YouTube thing, but I just couldn't find anyone for any of the ideas I had. I did, however, manage to convince one of my friends, and we decided we were going to do a sort of fitness motivation channel, as weird as it sounds. Basically, the idea of the channel was we were going to do challenges between me and him, where he would try to lose weight and I would try to gain weight. He was kind of a big guy in real life. I'm a fucking twig. Everything was looking good at first. We had talked it out. We made plans of what we wanted to do, and we even recorded the first video. But when it came to deciding on the name, that's where things went downhill. We just could not agree on a name for the channel, and because we couldn't agree with the name, we never ended up doing it. And by we, I mean my friend. So I was back to square one. Summer had literally just started, and I told myself, damn, if I want to do this YouTube thing, I gotta think of something ASAP. So in the end, I just chose facts because it's something you can do solo. I actually got the idea from that friend's brother one time when we went to go eat breakfast. So yeah, that's how I ended up choosing facts. I do watch a lot of facts videos on YouTube, but I just never considered doing it myself. But like I said, I really wanted to start YouTube, so I just went with it. So around this time, I had just met this girl at my university by the name of Carmen, who was real quick to stick me with the name Grouch because of my real name. And one night when I was trying to decide on the name, I messaged her and asked her to help me think of something that was both simple and easy to remember. To which she replied, Simply Grouch, which I thought was kind of stupid. But a few days passed and I couldn't think of anything better, so I ended up sticking with it. So yeah, that's how my channel name came to be. What was your favorite video to make? So I thought about this one a bit, and I'm going to have to go with the Invader Zim video that I did for K-Mac time. At the time, I was less than a week away from going on vacation to Mexico, and I had gotten this message from K-Mac time to make him a video to upload to the channel, and at the time I was only about like 200 or 300 subscribers, and K-Mac was 120,000. So it was kind of a big deal for me. I really wanted to get the video done before I left for Mexico, and I remember working my butt off trying to make it the best it could absolutely be, because I knew that this was probably the only chance I would have to really jumpstart my channel. In the end though, I did manage to finish the video only hours before my flight, which I hadn't even started packing for yet. And I just remember being so fucking happy at the point that a YouTuber with 120,000 subscribers came to me who only had, what, 350, 400, no, it was like 300, 350 subscribers, and asked me to do work with them, and then even asked me back after, you know, the first video went up. Literally, that shit blew my mind, and I think that's what really made me think, you know, I can fucking do this YouTube thing. So yeah, probably my favorite video I've made so far. It's definitely going to be hard to top that one. How do you come up with these videos? Who or what inspires you into making them? What motivates you, etc, etc. So like I said, it just came to me when I was talking to some of my friends over breakfast, but I also decided to do countdowns because those were the videos I like to watch the most. Not to mention it was probably the only thing I could really think of at the time that I could do by myself. As for what motivates me, I have to say it has to be the progression I see in my channel, which is probably kind of weird for some of you guys to hear. I've always liked the idea of being able to create something and then watch it grow and improve over time. I just get such a sense of achievement that, you know, that's what motivates me. I like to see things get better and improve, and it's kind of weird to say, but you know, that's just how I am. I've also noticed that a lot of my hobbies in the past were the same in that sense, so I would have to say that it is the sense of achievement I get just from making a video and seeing how you guys react to it that makes me keep doing this. How do you edit your videos? So I edit my videos using Sony Vegas, Photoshop, and I also use Adobe, what's it called? Audition, there we go. I use Adobe Audition to edit my voice because I think it makes it sound less cringy. I've been told I have a nasally voice since I was in middle school. What is your favorite type of anime, and what is your favorite anime from that genre? I prefer the animes that have a lot of fighting, action, you know. Those are the ones I tend to watch the most. Also, I really do like the ones that mess with your mind and make you think a little bit. Those are cool too. As for favorite, I usually don't pick favorites. I don't know what to say. There's so many. But seeing as how a lot of you guys want to know for the next question, what is your favorite anime? You know, I really do not like picking favorites. Like, usually there are a lot that I like more than others, but I usually don't decide on one that's, you know, my number one. Simply because, you know, every anime has their good side, every anime has their bad side, you know, so to try to compare those two and say one is better than the other is kind of hard for me. Out of the ones I've seen recently, I'm gonna have to go with Mirai Nikki though, simply because I could say some stuff, but I don't want to spoil things, so I'm just gonna leave it there. If you had to pick one of the following, which would you take away, music or anime? So this is probably gonna sound really weird for a lot of you guys, but I would choose to pick anime to stick with because I don't really listen to much music anymore. Like, yes, there are times that I'm in the mood to listen to a certain song, and when I do, I'll play it, but other than that, I don't really have an iPod anymore with music on it. I just don't really listen to music. When I'm home working on videos, I listen to a lot of anime openings music, which, I mean, I guess it's technically music, but it's more in, I would say that it's in the anime category, which I know makes me sound like a freaking weeboo, but I use it to help me concentrate on what I'm working on, because if I'm listening to the anime music for that certain anime, it helps me focus, it helps me get distracted less. Not to mention, if I gave up anime, what the hell would I make videos on? Because at this point, that's basically what my channel is. So yeah, I'm weird, I know, but that's just how I am, so I have to stick with anime. If you could be in any anime, what would you be like in that anime and why? I'd probably have to go with the Naruto universe because I like how everyone can have their own special jutsu, special abilities, kind of something that's unique to them. I just have to train, you know, really fucking hard to not die the next day or something. I'd probably be an Uchiha because, you know, Uchihas are fucking badasses and everything is fucking easy for them and they're overpowered as shit. But yeah, I mean, like, aside from the clan massacre, I think it'd be pretty cool. So I don't know if I'm gonna say this name right, I'm sorry. Saitama versus Goku, who do you think would win? I've never watched One Punch Man, so I'm just gonna have to go with Goku. Are you an only child and do you have a girlfriend? I do have a girlfriend. I also have 2 siblings, one older brother and 1 younger sister. Do you play a musical instrument, and what is your favorite anime opening? No, I don't play any instruments. I tried learning a guitar. My friend Carmen that I mentioned earlier was trying to teach me, and I remember spending $130 on one, which I still have in my closet, and it just sits there. I tried it like 2 days and never picked it up again. Which sounds bad, I know, but I honestly just, when I tried teaching myself, I just don't know if I'm doing it right or if it sounds right or whatever. So I can't really, yeah, it doesn't work for me. Favorite anime openings. So like I said, I really don't like picking favorites. I like some better than others. The ones I've been listening to a lot recently have been both the Mirai Nikki openings, Black Butler opening 3. Naruto opening 19 is actually really good. I'm starting to listen to that one a lot more. But if you want like a definitive answer, just one, I'm gonna say Bleach opening 12 simply because of the fact that I started watching Bleach solely because of that opening. Like, I remember turning on the TV, watching Toonami, and then the opening came up and it was the catchiest song, and I just started watching Bleach even though I had no idea what the hell was going on. So yeah, probably one of my favorite of all time, I guess you could say. One of the top favorite of all time. I'll just go with that one. I did like 13 as well. 13 was a really good one. I think I listened to it a little more than 12 actually. So we'll just say those 2. Top 3 anime waifus. Akame from Akame ga Kill, Sina from Sword Art Online 2, and Yuno from Mirai Nikki. Will you tell Pokemon Go players to get a life? Hell no. I've been having so much fun playing this game. Like, to be honest, I've been going out more those past 2 weeks since Pokemon Go came out than I have been like in months, like, to be honest. I've gone to the beach multiple times. I've walked around town multiple times with my friends. I've gone to different cities or towns to go look for Pokemon. It's been fucking awesome. Like, I don't know how people can hate on this game. That probably sounds really sad, to be honest, but I'm not much of a social dude, so. Will you do shoutouts? I doubt it, unless we ever collab or do work together. I don't like it when people come up to you with 0 subs and 0 videos. I've seen this before where people are like, hey, give me a shout out, and if you do, I swear I'll start making good content, and it's like, no. You gotta make your videos first. You gotta have something to show people, and then maybe they'll help you out. But if you don't even try at first, then you shouldn't even ask, man. I don't want to say 100% no, because I've been helped, you know, when I first started. It's what helped my channel grow. So I would like to help some smaller YouTube channels, but I mean, your videos have to show some potential, you know what I mean? Marvel or DC, and why? If we're talking about movies, I'm gonna have to go with Marvel, simply because I tend to find those more entertaining than the DC movies. I've never really read either of the comic books, so I can't really give my opinion on that, although my girlfriend is really into DC. So lately I've been watching or knowing more about the lore, I guess, when it comes to DC Universe. So it's kind of, you know, DC is catching up, but I would still have to stick with Marvel movies. Fucking buggy, man. If I'd rather be a toaster or waffle iron, I'd have to say waffle iron, because waffles are delicious. What age do you think should be the minimum for starting YouTube? I was fairly young when I started. I want to know your opinion. I don't think there is an age restriction to YouTube, as far as I know at least. So, I mean, whenever, I guess. As long as you don't make like dumb content, like harassing people or something, then, I mean, any age should be fine. As long as you're entertaining and making quality videos, go for it. Although if you're older, you have more money, you're definitely going to have a greater advantage than some other people, because you're going to have access to better equipment and stuff. But it's not necessary to start a channel. So, I mean, if you want to start one, if you're pretty young, then go ahead, try it. My favorite character of all time would have to go to Goku, because I grew up with him, and I'm pretty sure anyone that grew up in the 90s would probably say the same thing. But if that's too basic of an answer for you guys, I'll go with Sosuke Aizen from Bleach, simply because that guy's a badass mofo. Like, that guy is just so fucking smart. He just plays with your mind. I think he's like the coolest villain I've seen so far. And yeah, I just like his character. Favorite Pokemon from Gen 1 through 4. I don't know if you're asking me like my favorite Pokemon from each generation or my all-time favorite, so I'll just answer both of them, I guess. So I only played up to Gen 3 before I quit the Pokemon games and stopped playing, so I don't really have a Gen 4 favorite. But from Gen 1, it would have to be Charizard, which fucking everybody, who the fuck doesn't like Charizard. Second gen would have to be Quilava. I've always liked Quilava's design. And third one would have to be Latios, because that was a Pokemon that I always wanted. Out of those three, Charizard and Quilava would have to be probably the number 2 that I like, the 2 closest that I like, but I would have to say Quilava a little more just because I've always been a fan of Quilava. Like, every time I got to the Quilava stage when my Cyndaquil evolved, I just fucking went crazy because I learned the fucking Flame Wheel, all that shit. I don't know, I really like Quilava's design. It's really cool. And that's all the questions that I picked for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys learned something new about me that you guys maybe didn't know before. Thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. I still can't believe we made it to this point. I now officially consider myself a YouTuber. Like, my friends would call me a YouTuber and I'd be like, maybe not, no, not really. But now that we're here, definitely I'm a YouTuber. Like, I'm gonna say it is. I'm gonna say how it is. My next goal, of course, is to hit 25,000, then 50,000, then 100,000, which is the ultimate goal. That's what I'm gonna be shooting for from now on. I want that silver plaque, man. Like, legit, the one you get for the 100,000 subscribers. Ever since I've seen that in unboxing videos and people opening theirs, I just thought it would be the coolest thing, and it would be like a dream come true to be able to get one of those, to earn one of those. So that's what we're going to be shooting for. 100,000 subscribers will come. I don't know when, but in the meantime, I'll just be working on videos, making videos the best I can, and hopefully you guys will enjoy them. Thanks again, guys, for all the support you guys have given me lately. You guys are supporting what I love to do. And if you guys have any, recommendations on animes or different videos you guys want me to make, leave it in the comment down below. With that being said, guys, I will thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.